So we're starting by looking at how to write a thesis. And your thesis has to really answer the prompt for this essay. And so the prompt for this essay is asking you to choose a theme or a big idea. And it's asking two ways that this is developed by the author. There are some other things a thesis does too. So if you look at this one, the thesis is often going to start with a generic in the book and name the book. This actually should be italicized rather than underlined because it's a full text. It's going to name the author, so it's kind of giving you some basic information. And then it is going to give you a theme or big idea, because that's what the question asks. And so here there is a theme of be true to yourself. That is a theme because it is a lesson that is universally true that you can learn through reading Trevor Noah's book. A big idea might be more specific to the book, like life in segregated South Africa was difficult for minority communities. That's not universally true, but it's still an important big idea that could be developed through the book. So if you were doing something like that, you would replace the word theme with big idea, and then you would have a more specific idea to the book. At that point, you're transitioning. So this whole piece is your stem. I'm highlighting it in yellow. And that is the real core answer to the question. It defines the theme or big idea. But remember, we also need branches, two ways this is developed in the text. And so I have done the branches. They come after my transition word specifically. My first branch is this is done through stories, through his stories about discrimination. That's one way the theme of be true to yourself is developed through a choice the author's making. The second way is his reflections on overcoming challenges. That's the second way the theme of be true to yourself is developed. So notice the first one is like he's telling stories about tough times he had. The second one is he's thinking about it. They're different, and that is kind of the basis of a thesis.
Guys, what you are trying to do today is to write a thesis that fully answers the question. And so, of course, you have to start with the prompt. And the prompt is basically asking you to do some things. So if you look at the prompt, it says determine the theme or big idea the text is conveying. So you will have to find a theme or big idea, something broader than kind of a main idea specific to the book, as well as two general ways the text goes about doing this. And so in that case, I'm asking you to find some big concepts like repeated language or contrast shown. The best way to start writing your thesis is take the prompt and basically turn it around so it's not a question, but it's more of a statement. And in that statement, you can leave some blanks for your answers. So here in the book, blank, I know why the caged bird sings, author Maya Angelou develops state your big idea, and this is done in the following two ways. So the best way to develop and to decide what to put in those blanks is to look at quotes you already have, think about what you're familiar with the text. So here, I think I was going to talk in the story of the hate crime of developing a theme or big idea of like respecting everyone, respecting others. And so I pulled some, that will be my theme or big idea, but I pulled some quotes and I was kind of debating what to put for my my two specifics. So the theme is sort of like my stem, and then branching off of it, like for two branches, I have to have two ways that that theme is accomplished. So what are two ways that the author tries to encourage respect for others? I've got these four quotes. They're not enough to support two branches, but I think they're enough to say two of the quotes are about Barakat kind of joking around, and two of the quotes are about him being Muslim. So I think I could probably have a branch that the author encourages people to see him as a complex guy, not just a simple guy. And they do that by, and that in turn encourages people to respect others.
All right. And so once you have your stem, where you have your big theme or idea, in my case, it was respecting others. If you looked at the Margaret Talbot example, and you have your two branches, what you need to do is break that up into topic sentences. And it's very easy. You can literally copy and paste. So I can actually just copy my entire thesis in the book. Author Margaret Talbot develops the theme or big idea of respecting others. Specifically, this is done by, and then I'm going to literally just say my first reason and end it there. So I'm taking my stem, which I've circled in red, plus my branch one, and that's my first topic sentence. My second topic sentence, which will start my second paragraph, is my stem, which is circled in red in the story of a hate crime. Author Margaret Talbot develops the theme, big idea of respecting others. This is done by, this time I've already spoken about one, so I'm skipping it and I'm only naming number two. So that will give you the first sentence of the two paragraphs that should follow up your thesis.